Well, it is time for a NASCAR race weekend at the Martinsville Speedway. Action gets underway tonight at 7 o'clock and continues tomorrow with the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Now, coverage on the CW Virginia begins at 2 today, with the green flag set to drop at 3:30. Then on Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400 will also start at 3:30.
It's a jammed-packed weekend, and WFXR was out at the paperclip all morning to get a glimpse at all the action.
Well, Martinsville Speedway tradition of handing out the grandfather clock was started 62 years ago when track founder Clay Earls gave the first grandfather clock to Fred Lorenzen 62 years ago. Now, the clocks were first made at Ridgeway Clocks in Ridgeway, Virginia until 2004, when the Howard Miller Company, based in Michigan, purchased Ridgeway and moved production to the Wolverine State. Then last fall, Martinsville Speedway and Amherst, Virginia-based Hermley, North America, announced their partnership, becoming the newest manufacturer of the iconic Martinsville Speedway grandfather clock trophy.
And now to have a Virginia company with Hermley Clock coming on board with us, as I said earlier, there's so many similarities between this company and Martinsville, which makes this really make sense.
It's something that we never really thought was a possibility. But we're just happy to have it here. I mean, right up the road, literally 2 hours away. Just makes sense. I mean, it's just a feel-good story.
Now, to put the clock together, it takes 20 hours, and Hermley, North America, which has been around for more than a century, uses the best in cherry wood for the grandfather clock. When you talk about cherry wood, they call that the Cadillac of wood. So anything you make out of wood, use cherry wood. Now, Hermley, North America announced that the Martinsville Speedway model of the grandfather clocks will be officially known as the H. Clay Earls grandfather clock, honoring the man who began this tradition 62 years ago. Now, it doesn't matter who wins a race, whether it's the wheeling race, whether it's the truck race, whether it's the O'Reilly Auto Parts race, or even the Cup race, you're getting a grandfather clock if you win the race. Now, keeping track on who has the most Martinsville wins, Richard Petty, he has 15 wins, but only 13 grandfather clocks because the 2 wins he got were before they start giving out the grandfather clock. And when it comes to active drivers, where Jimmy Johnson, he has 9 wins. Meanwhile, Virginia native Denny Hamlin, he has 6 wins here at Martinsville, with, of course, his last one coming last year in the spring race here at Martinsville. Should be a fun weekend of racing, and we got you covered all weekend long. Myself, Marion Chamberlain, as well as a cast of thousands. We got you covered down here at the paperclip, covering the racing here at Martinsville. Reporting from the Martinsville Speedway here in Ridgeway, Virginia, Jermaine Ferrell, WFXR Sports.
Well, with a weekend